Are you sure this is...
Why are you... Baby, you got to chill, man. You're freaking me out. Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, man. Today we got some more Ren and Chinchilla.
Yeah.
Awesome name, by the way. The last time we reacted to them, holy guacamole. You know what's amazing about her is that she's able to keep up with Ren. Like, he's even called her like a lyrical sibling kind of thing. Oh. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. And I don't mean like keeping up in the sense that he's some sort of lyrical genius or some performance savant. I mean that he's kind of like pushes a limit emotionally to the point where it's hard to keep up with someone emotionally in that way. You know what I'm saying? In many ways, it's not necessarily a great thing if someone can keep up with it, because you got to be slightly hoo-hoo in the head too. But she does. She's got that fiery power within her too. And the way she emotes, it was honestly shocking to see.
Right. You have to relate to Ren, right?
I think you have to understand. Yeah, absolutely. And I think she might have some of those kind of like pent up, emotions and issues that she's had to deal with, and to be able to connect that way too.
Right.
But we've seen her now perform with him and also on our own, and honestly, just amazing. So this is the next thing that people are recommending here.
All right.
Check out Lions. Another live performance. By the way, when there's some wicked wild stories, you gotta check out my channel.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show.
Who stores books backwards where the bind is not?
That's true.
This place is kind of creepy. Finds a dead body.
Are you sure this is...
Why are you... Baby, you got to chill, man. You're freaking me out. It's just him performing. He wants to sit down. He's tired. Okay. Chill, baby. Chill.
I'm still here in this bed that I crawled in. I hope that I'm someone else in the morning. So take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine. And walk around in a floating chalk outline. So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my mind, oh my mind, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my mind, oh my mind, erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Sertraline and a sip of serotonin. Don't cry, 'cause there's a pill for everything. Take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine. The feeling goes and you draw a chalk outline.
So But little by little, bit by bit, I'll push it back down with a new
I'm getting
habit.
chills.
If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my.
It's amazing to see like them like get in
Interact.
sync and interact. Yeah, it's we saw this in the last live one. It's almost like a dialogue, a performance back and forth.
Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps
I know.
with.
And it's really a sad thing to have to like sing about too. It's not a happy. It's actually one of the biggest things I fear about going through life, because dealing with issues, right, like depression and that numbness you feel in a society today, that just feels like it's just like so many problems around us. They're going into like, all right, you just pretend like it's not there. Like learn to deal with it, kind of drown it out, if you will. Fake it till you make it. Right? You hear that for like social media people, like you fake it till you make it. Here's the fake bling bling, and then you make it big. Or even your job, right?
Yeah,
you're not sure
you
can keep
apply
up.
it in every
Right.
day.
Right. You hear it and it works for just about everything. It doesn't work with your emotions. Like you can't fake happiness if you genuinely feeling like that numbness, that depression inside. You know what I'm saying? Like we understand his backstory now of like what he had to deal with, and like being told like, you know what, get over it, everything's fine, and trying to act like it's fine. You know, like there's something wrong. Like you can't fake that. And I
Right.
think that's like the crux of like what they're getting at. And she talks about it from a different angle. I think like taking medication and other things on how to deal with it and try to push it aside. It's kind of a heartbreaking like duet here, actually. It's
Oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, erase ourselves. It's such a perfect day. Take it just in case. Take it just in case. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change, all things change. It's such a perfect day, it's a beautiful shade, it's a beautiful shade. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. But little by little, bit by bit, I'll push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my,
Wow.
trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my,
Erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
speechless,
Wow.
unreal.
I'm speechless. Literally. I'm having goosebumps the whole time. Whew. Like they let it out 200% in that song and let you absorb.
You can see that when they perform, they really put it all out there, right? They put the emotions on the sleeve, as they say, and they're caught up in that moment. If you're going through a kind of like depression like he was going through, it's a way to channel emotion so you finally can feel something. You know what I'm saying? Like feeling something, whether it's anger or happiness or an intense emotion, right? Is the one thing that gets above all that noise that holds you back. And I think that's like one of the things that you don't realize, like when you're caught up in such dire circumstances where you feel like you're trapped, it's the sensation where like everything in the world around you feels muffled. So to be able to break through that is such a revelation that you grasp onto it. But that's not a healthy way of dealing with it either. You're basically forcing an emotion to come up to such an elevated state that it's an extreme, like this is an extreme performance to me. And I think that's why like some people connect to it. But if he had to perform like this every single time, it's really too much. Like to feel happiness shouldn't feel like it's something that you have to push yourself to an extreme to be able to feel. I think in a normal state for most humans, be able to just appreciate a butterfly flying by or the simple smell of coffee is a little bit of happiness that you can get just from that. But when you're not feeling right, you can't even feel that. You're desperate for something, so you're pushing yourself to get to that. Like, it's amazing to see it performance-wise, but it always concerns me when I see people go through that, especially artists, because we give him credit, we give him accolades, but if he doesn't learn to deal with that kind of state he's in, solve it, it never results in anything that's healthy in the end. It's almost like a drug, right? You're desperate for that high because everything else, until you get that high, doesn't feel good anymore. And at some point, that high, it gets harder and harder to get. Your body gets used to that numbness at a higher level. So it's really, I don't know why I'm sharing all this. I think it's just a lot because what I've been feeling like in the last couple of years too, of just sort of emotional numbness and how to get through it, and realizing that just trying to push myself emotionally to feel something wasn't the solution. Like I have to find other ways to be able to appreciate the little things. And I think reaction is actually doing this has helped a lot, actually. Like it's given me to appreciate
Expressing.
Yeah, it's a way to express something and appreciate
Voice out what you feel, right?
that connection to somebody through what they feel, and that feels real to me enough that I'm walking away with an appreciation for everything that we react to. It's interesting, like two people singing, they're not even harmonizing, they're just literally going back and forth at it, and
They are harmonizing.
I don't think that's what they were going for. I think they were going for that just batting at each other, that sensation.
Yeah, but at the same time, they are harmonizing, and she's pretty good at harmonizing with him, and their chemistry are just so awesome. It worked.
Amazing rendition.